hey, we want to know. Lost in your eyes, Paris night skies, both hypnotized.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live stream Saturday. I do hope that your weekend has started well. That was my song called Paris Nord. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I did see somebody in the live chat room saying, do you sing on this song? And they tagged Wings of Pegasus, and yes, that is my song, and indeed I do sing on my own songs. So anyway, let me get you guys up on screen to see who is in the live chat room tonight. And we have Sam in there, Melinda, Bonnie, DCMC, Jennifer, Francis, Laurie, Bev, Marlene as well. Hello guys, thank you for joining me on this Saturday night. Right, let me get everything organised on screen, and I think we should really kick off tonight with this on the screen, because I think it was last night, maybe early today, this morning, but we have reached 240,000 subscribers, which is a bit of a milestone. It's getting very close to the 250, quarter of a million, which would be a little bit ridiculous, but we are at 240,000, so thank you everyone for subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Oh, I'm just going to try and work out what my brain tried to say there. Notification, that's what it wanted to say. but I stopped halfway. Anyway, thank you guys for hitting that notification bell. Ticking the box to get notified is something that you will have to do to get all of the notifications for the videos, the live streams, all that kind of stuff. So make sure you do that if you haven't done that already. But let me now get rid of that. And then everyone starts cheering again. I don't know why. They're just happy that it's off the screen. Anyway, let me get the names of my patrons up on screen because they are the reason that this can all happen in the first place. All of the videos that I do on the channel, their names go across the bottom of the screen during the live streams. In every live stream on a Tuesday night and a Saturday night, because without these people it wouldn't be happening. So a huge shout out to you guys, my patrons. Thank you for all of your support. If you guys want to get involved and you're not over on Patreon yet, there is the site that you can go to and check it out if you want to. But a huge shout out to my patrons and to the moderators who make the live streams such a great place to be in that live chat room. So you will see them in there popping through. Their names are in blue and they have a wrench next to their name as well. And we can just see Neil going through as I say that. So we've got Neil and I can see Susan and Dennis are about to go through as well. And Laurie and Carla will be in there as well. So thank you guys so much for doing such a great job on a Tuesday night and a Saturday night, giving up your time for the live streams. So tonight, I mean, we're just going to be celebrating 240,000 subscribers by doing our normal live stream, which means we're going to be having a pick roulette later on tonight. And we're going to be having the book roulette as well, because next week, if we do hit our target, let's get the target up on screen so we know actually what we're going for in the first place. Tonight, we are aiming for 320 likes. And where are we at the moment? Let's have a look. 171 likes so far. So if you can leave a thumbs up as you come through the door, that would be fantastic. It would be massively appreciated because it helps this live stream to get out there a little bit more, but for the channel to grow on the whole. And it does seem to be growing a little bit just on the whole with the analysis videos, the live streams, everything's going in the right direction. So thank you guys for that. Let me just think about what the last analysis video was. I believe it was Julie Andrews from memory. They do seem to just whiz past, but yes, I mean, that was a good one actually, because it was somebody that was saying it was just straight up lip sync. So I think it's great when I can do a video, but also do the video with the technology to prove that it's not lip synced, when I can actually bring up the original and run it through. I mean, the isolating software paired with the pitch monitoring software means you just get conclusive proof of anything, whether that be auto-tune or pitch correction, or whether somebody's miming or not, whether they're miming to the original record, or whether it's another track that they're singing along to that they might have recorded in the studio for live performances. It's great because when somebody says, oh, this is lip syncing, I like to point out that some people are and were just that good at singing that they sound as good as the record all the time, or as good as the version in the studio. So yeah, that was an interesting one, the last one that we had a look at on the channel. So anyway, was that last night? Yeah, it must have been last night, Friday night. But we are live streaming tonight, of course, and tomorrow night there'll be another analysis video coming your way. So tonight we have some pictures that we're going to be looking at, as well as the pick roulette. And by the way, the entries for the book roulette, and it's to get your hands on one of these books, and that is Phil, who appeared on the channel, Phil Palmer, who appeared on the channel recently in an interview. We're going to be giving away 5 copies of his book that is signed as well, and the first one of those is going to be on Tuesday night, is it? I can't remember. It might be Tuesday night, and I'm pretty sure that everybody was entering at the end of the last live stream that we did, which would have been a Tuesday. So the first one will be given away on Tuesday night, but it's going to be the next 5 live streams because we have 5 books to give away. So To enter that, wait until later on in tonight's live stream, because the entries for the book roulette and the pick roulette and the t-shirt roulette, we've got 3 roulettes going on at the moment, that happens after tonight's pick roulette. So just make sure that you stay tuned for that, and I will give you instructions as to how to enter that later on. And it might be the case that Carla can type the instructions on screen just to let you guys know what you have to type in order to get your name on each of those wheels if you do want to be part of that next week. But we are going to be having a pick roulette later, so if you did enter last week, your name will be on that wheel tonight. Right, let me get the donations tab up on screen as well to let you know that 35 to 45% of the donations here on YouTube goes to YouTube, and over on PayPal, 3 to 5% goes to PayPal, and you can find a PayPal link in the description below. Obviously, you don't have to donate, but if you feel that you can't help yourself and you feel the need to, then the link is in the description below for PayPal. And in the live chat room, it's where you put in the comment, I think there's like a $sign or something like that. But anyway, like I said, it's not compulsory. I'm just happy that you guys join me on these live streams and that we get to interact in this live setting. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everything's working. I always take it for granted that you can hear me and see me and that everything's fine, because I don't have a feed to the live stream myself. But if I look in the live chat room and I can see that the live chat room's moving, first of all, and that people aren't saying that it's just frozen or the sound's gone, then I just continue and hope for the best. Let me just quickly address the donations that came in before we went live, and they do disappear when we go live, as you guys know, but I can get a hold of them on my YouTube studio screen, which I have here. And we had a donation that came in from, actually Orlando donated right at the end of the last live stream on Tuesday night, so thank you for that, Orlando. And the message was pronation equals up, supination equals down. And that was something that I wasn't sure about, the movement of my hand as to, with my arm that I'm currently recovering from, or attempting to recover from an injury that I've got in my right arm, which is the tendon, which is just a real pain. When I say a real pain, it's not literally a real pain, it's just a dull pain that happens on a constant kind of 3 to 4 out of 10 on a pain scale. But it's just frustrating in that tendons take such a long time to recover. So I was just saying about when I not pronated but supinated, or is pronation up, supination down. So the supination going down is fine, the pronation of going up, that's bad. That's where my tendon obviously is placing a lot of tension on the tendon, but I can't do that, and I know that I can't do that with an outstretched arm. If I was to do that with this arm, that would probably, or if you can see my arm doing that, with my hand down like that, supinated, that would set me back probably about 3 weeks of recovery. And that is all I'm doing at the moment. So, I mean, just a quick update on the arm. On Thursday, I had an admin day. So, here's another just random bit of information. On an Apple Mac, using the the speech to text program, or just the automatic thing, works quite well. But on Windows 10, on my laptop and my PC, it is a bit rubbish. So because I can't type at the moment, or I am typing, but with one hand, with literally one finger, just typing in, so it takes a very long time to answer anything. But when I'm on my laptop and my PC, it just keeps on getting words wrong, and it probably just takes longer than putting in just single letters, which is a bit of a pain. But when I'm in here on my Mac, it's great, because it's pretty much picks up everything that I can say and everything that I want to say, and even the exclamation marks, the full stops. The only problem is coming out here, it's really cold. So, I mean, I have got the heater on at the moment, and I do get the heater on about 45 minutes to an hour before I go live. So hopefully by the time I go live, it's a little bit warmer, which it is. But just coming out here to do emails and that kind of stuff isn't particularly effective, or I'd rather be inside where it's warm doing that, because there are a lot of them to do. But anyway, just the amount of time it takes to warm up this room is just not something that is feasible to just sit out here getting cold. Probably not good for the arm as well, for the cold weather, making it tense up, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, yeah, Thursday I had an admin day where I was doing the speech to text, which was not working particularly well, but it meant that I could totally rest my arm. Friday, which is yesterday, I just pretty much tried not to move my arm at all. All of today, I've just not moved my arm at all. And the positive side of it is that it's now no longer a dull ache or pain. At the moment, my arm feels normal. I know that if I was to just suddenly go like that with my arm, it would die, but it feels normal. So it means that the pain at rest has gone away. So it is recovering, but I think it's going to take a very long time because it is a tendon, and I have seen lots of physiotherapy videos at the moment, and they do say that, yeah, if you do aggravate it or get any kind of twinge, that can put you back by as much as a week of recovery. Now, you've gone back a week, so I'm just trying to keep it where it is in the recovery stage and just not move it. And I know that sleep is the best thing for recovery, so I'm trying to not go backwards at all and then sleep, so therefore make a bit of progress, then not go backwards at all and sleep, and just keep on doing that as much as possible. So, and I actually got a bit of padding on the inside of my arm at the moment, because I realized that holding the mouse, I do rest my medial epicondyle on the table, which probably isn't good for it either, which is where the tendon attaches, which is the tendon that I've kind of messed up. But anyway, it's not doing too badly at the moment, so fingers crossed that will continue if I just don't move my right arm at all. And when I go to bed, I have my RoboCop, my Rocobop. My brain is throwing in all of the little substitutions quite early on in the live stream. It's only 20 past midnight and we're already there. Usually it's at the end of the live stream, but we are getting them in early. But I've got my RoboCop type support thing that I wear, which is like a mechanical sling where you can set the angle at 90 degrees, which means that while you sleep, your arm doesn't suddenly go out and, you know, injure your tendon again. So yeah, I wear that at night time just to make sure that everything's fine. But then I've just got my sling, which is here, that I wear during the day and just before live streams, and then I put it on straight away after the live stream. But this is okay because I'm resting it on the table. Anyway, let's get away from the arm and get into things a little bit more music related. Oh, let me get back to the donations, because Orlando donated again $2. Thank you for that, Orlando. And that was before we went live. It says spike the likes with lots of thumbs up. So, and when we say spike the likes with Orlando's donation, we always have a plug of the mug, and there it is. Let me actually get it round the other way as well, and there we have it. If you want to get your hands on that mug, there are a few mugs, I do believe, so any of the mugs or the merchandise, the t-shirts, the hoodies, the zipped hoodies, you've got other hoodies as well. Just check I mean, there should be a tray underneath this video, but if there isn't, then there'll be a link in the description below. So just head over to that link to get your hands on some Wings of Pegasus merchandise. And if you do get your hands on any of that merchandise, or Phil's book, by the way, go to philpalmer.com to get your hands on this, Session Man. But if you want to get your hands on any of the merchandise, then head to that link in the description below, and then you can take a picture of yourself and upload it, if you are a Facebook user, to the Wings of Pegasus supporters group over on Facebook. And by the way, Vince let me know, and I think Laura let me know as well, that there are now over 700 members of that group, the Wings of Pegasus supporters group. So thank you guys for joining in over there. And if you want to join in there yourself, that's where a lot of these cool people in the live chat room hang out between the live streams. But you can just upload a picture of yourself with your merchandise to there, and then Vince or Laura or anybody will link me to the picture. I'll grab it and then we'll show it on the live stream tonight. Speaking of which, I think we have possibly 4 pictures tonight and we'll be looking at those as we always do just before the pick roulette. So stay tuned to take a look at some of the pictures of you guys. I think it always makes it a little bit more interesting to see you guys on screen rather than me all the time. Anyway, Jennifer donated $10 as well before we went live. Thank you for that, Jennifer. And the message was, Phil and hearing Eve of Destruction played by a lot of music vloggers. Did you ever do one of him? Got to meet him years ago. He came and sang at my old church. So thank you for that, Jennifer. And I haven't done an analysis video on Eve of Destruction. I think this is one of those songs that I know of, but it's not one of the songs that is played here in the UK, particularly really hardly at all. So no, it's not something that's been suggested or requested for the channel, but I will check that out. I'm not sure of I think the writer of the song and the most well-known version of it are maybe different people, so I'm not sure who you're referring to with the person, or I'm sure that Eve of Destruction is a song and not an actual person or a stage name, but no, I haven't done the song. I haven't done an analysis video, but thank you for that, Jennifer. And yeah, especially with everything going on at the moment, I'm not surprised that a song like that is very much the flavour of the day with vloggers just trying to put across the point of how stupid everything over in Russia is, and the fact that that's been pushed into Ukraine is ridiculous, as we've said on the live streams before. But we will try and keep it not political, but unfortunately from what I've seen on the news, things are still going on there, still fighting happening, which is very sad and depressing. But anyway, thank you, Jennifer, for that donation. And Stardust Unicorn donated $2 as well. Thank you for that. Support band to Wings of Pegasus. And the message is cool with the guy, I think maybe doing rock horns. I'm not sure. Or maybe it's that like hang 10 or something. I don't know what that is really. But I gather from, I mean, this might be just me making it up, but I gather it's something to do with surfing, maybe something to do with Hawaii or something. I'm not sure. I for some reason, I think of hang 10 whenever I look at that or do that hand gesture, whatever that is. But actually, thinking of Crocodile Dundee, didn't he used to do that? There was, I can't remember what it was. There was like a buffalo or something, or a bull, and he was kind of doing that. Maybe he's doing more kind of the rock sign with the thumb out. I don't know. But anyway, thank you for that. I can't see in the picture. That's the problem. It's a little bit too small to see exactly what the guy's doing, but he's saying cool, so that is all fine. Thank you for that, Stardust Unicorn. And Kate has donated $20 as well. Thank you for that, Kate. The message is, love the way you talk about everything. So yeah, we pretty much talk about everything on these live streams. Hair, food, fitness, politics. We can't help it at the moment, unfortunately, but we don't normally talk about politics. We try and steer away from that. But music, of course, guitars, you name it, live performances, we talk about it all during the live streams. It is just a free-for-all, really. Thank you for that, Kate. And Jennifer's donated $5 again. Thank you for that, Jennifer. The message is, have to ask, is it common for other musicians who gig a lot get the same arm and wrist problems as yourself? If not, how do they avoid it? Thanks. So thank you for that. And I would say that generally because I've got a background in sport and exercise science, and having studied that at university, I try to keep myself fit. Therefore, I've pretty much done weights, and this is probably another bad thing. I've done resistance training and weights from pretty much the age of 14 and pretty much never stopped. I've always kept myself in shape. So after, we're talking 25 years plus, not giving away my age, but 25 years of working out. And I've always tried to put in rest periods so that my joints have a little bit of time to recover, but I've always worked out. So it means that that's probably maybe taken a little bit of a toll on my joints. It's definitely not me playing the guitar or being a musician. That's not damaged my joints at all. I know that playing guitar isn't damaging, you know, my wrist or my arms, because it's been very particular movements away from playing that have injured me, like with my right arm. It's nothing to do with music, it's just stretching out with a outstretched arm trying to reach underneath this table, and I twinged something, and it was probably a hint of tendonitis before, because I know that when I was working out I thought it was something muscular in my arm, but it wasn't. It actually felt really similar to DOMS, which is delayed onset muscle soreness, which is something that you get when you work out, and then the next day and a couple of days after you'll get a bit of an ache in the muscle, but it's not really painful. It's like a dull ache, maybe a 1 or 2 out of 10. But what I'm thinking now is that I might have been working out, doing resistance training and bicep curls and chin-ups and pull-ups on my bar. I might have been doing that thinking that because I then work out 2 days after and do another set of muscle groups, I'm just thinking it's just that delayed onset of muscle soreness. So it's just your muscles a bit sore in the joint. But I think it might have been tendonitis, and I kind of mistook it for something else, and then I really kind of pushed it past tendonitis into tendinosis and some proper tendon damage by reaching underneath the table. So unfortunately that's the way that I've done it, nothing to do with music. So I don't think generally, unless you've got poor technique, and that will really kind of rear its head quite early on. If you're practicing for multiple hours a day and you've got bad technique with either your left hand or your right hand, you'll start to get a little bit of overuse injury, tendonitis, and that's something that I've never had from the age of 11 until now. It's only now that I've injured myself doing other things that I now have to rest and stop playing the guitar. Hence why we're doing a lot of vocal analysis videos on the channel at the moment. But I mean, nevertheless, I find them very interesting, looking at all of the great singers of yesteryear and also singers of this current generation. I mean, we had Taylor Swift. That was like an auto-tune thing. So we are getting to see a lot of more modern singers, but it's great to look back at the great singers as well. It's great to look at great singers with the pitch monitoring software and just have the vocal waves on screen so we can see exactly what their voices look like, which I've never seen before. But anyway, thank you for that, Jennifer. I know that there have been donations over on PayPal, so thank you guys for those. By the way, we've got a vote going on in the live chat room, and it's between Miles Away and You Know My Name. Those are the options for tonight's cover video. So if you've got a favourite out of those two, make sure you vote for it, because it's midnight already, which means we will be jumping into that cover relatively soon. And if we can get a little spike of the likes, that would be great. We're currently at 292 at the moment. We're aiming for 320. So that is 28, is it? I believe, if my maths is correct. We're looking for 28 more people to jump into that live chat room and hit that thumbs up. So we'll look out for the little spike of the likes. 31 minutes past midnight here in the UK. As you can see, the time in the top right hand corner of your screens, 12:31 and 14 seconds. So anyway, we'll jump into the PayPal donations very quickly, because thank you guys for these, and I'm going to have to go back a little bit because we had a donation after the last live stream that came in from Geraldine for £7.30. So thank you for that, Geraldine. And then we had one that came in on Thursday from Steve, and this is at 3:15 in the afternoon, so thank you for this, Steve. And it was a £5 donation. There was a message with this that said, in reference to your recent Bon Jovi analysis, is the way labels force artists to compromise their integrity one of the main reasons big bands start their own labels to control the delivery of their music to fans? So thank you for that, Steve. And this is one of those questions that I could spend ages talking about, but in a nutshell, when a band become successful, they've now got a fan base. And when you've got a fan base, it pretty much nullifies the need for a record label, because the fans will now find out what you're up to and they'll join in with your website. They might join in like this on your YouTube channel. They might join you in your live streams. So it means that you don't now need a record label to have a relationship with your fans. And if you're willing to put in the work, it is a lot of work, obviously, to do everything yourself. But, I mean, if you're in a band, there might be 4 or 5 of you and you can just share the load. But if you're doing it just on your own, then yes, I can testify to that it is a lot of work for one person to do, but it is still possible. So it means that, yes, by doing that, you eradicate the record label getting involved with your sound. You can sound exactly how you want to. But more importantly, I think, you now make 100% of your revenue that's coming to you, especially if you write your own songs. Anything you then write from after, I mean, pretty much the recording contract will take your publishing rights to the songs you write with that record label. But anything you write after leaving the record label, you now own 100% of the publishing rights if you're writing the songs yourselves and not doing covers. If the whole band are, maybe one person is writing the music themselves, and in that case they'll get all of the rights to their music. So it means that you now get a 95% minimum pay rise from all of the sales of your CD, all of the sales of your downloads, all of the sales of your merchandise potentially as well. You can strike up an agreement with spring.com, for example, which is the merchandise site that deal with my merchandise on this channel. So yeah, you can strike up a deal and be in charge of everything yourself. And this is the thing, that in order to make the same amount of money for yourself as you did on the record label, you have to get 5% of the sales. So rather than sell 100,000 albums, you've now got to sell 5,000 albums to earn the same amount of money. And I know it sounds ridiculous, but that's just how it works. That's how much the record label takes. So, for example, if you've got a decent fan base, if you sell 50,000 copies of your album, that's the same as selling 1 million albums going platinum, I think that is in the USA. So you'd have a platinum album with a record label. You can make the same amount of money being independent, selling 50,000. So it gives you an idea of the split and how much more beneficial it's going to be to go solo. I mean, you'll be taking all of the revenue from your gigs as well. So you can rent out arenas and you can take all of the money from that, because record labels take all of the money for all of the tours, because they then put that into the next tour. But they obviously take a lot off the top for themselves to put in their own pockets, but they then use a percentage of that to fund the next tour. But if you're doing that yourself, you can just run it like the record label. Take the revenue from your fans and put that into the next tour. So then, potentially, rather than getting dropped by a label after 2 or 3 albums, it's just going in perpetuity, I think it's called, where it's constantly funding the next tour. You have a tour, you sell the tickets, it funds the next tour, that tour funds the next tour, and it just keeps on going forever. And you can keep on releasing albums, keep your career going, because you're not relying on a contract with a record label. So yeah, it's definitely very beneficial to be doing everything yourself if you're willing to put in the work. And that is something that I think is a little bit of a tipping point sometimes for some artists. They just want to write music and they want somebody else to do all of their promotion, organize their gigs, do their social media, post all of their videos, do their video editing. There's so much that goes into it. A lot of people just don't fancy doing all of that. But if you've got the patience to do it, then it's definitely worth doing. I mean, it means, yeah, you're going to get 100% of everything, and you only need to be 5% as successful as a well-known artist in order to make the same money and have the same income yearly that they do. So yeah, anyway, Steve, thank you for that. And I know that I just spoke about that for ages, but it's one of those really interesting questions, but topics about the recording industry and the fact that the internet has now eradicated the need pretty much for having a record label because you can do everything yourself. So anyway, thank you for that, Steve. Now we are going to get up to date with the donations that have come through. I think there's one that's just come in before the live stream at 37 minutes past 10, and this was from Diana, so thank you for that, and that was a £10 donation. So thank you for the donations that came in before we went live, and I just want to make sure that we're now up to date. Let me just scroll up, because 35 minutes past 11 we did have a donation that came in from Tammy, so thank you for that, Tammy. And now I can get this up on screen because it's a little bit more up to date, and let me just scroll down. Thank you for that, Tammy. The message is, "Hi Phil, have a great rest of your weekend," with a smiley face and a heart, a guitar and some rock horns. Thank you for that, Tammy. And I will try my best. Tomorrow's going to be another analysis video day, so it's a little bit more involved because it means that I have to be clicking on the mouse, which isn't too good for my arm, but it's not too bad. I think the amount of healing I've managed to get done in Thursday, Friday and all of today means that maybe clicking on the mouse doesn't affect the tendon as much as it used to. So thank you for that, Tammy. But yeah, so tomorrow will be another analysis video. Monday is going to be my admin day, where I fortunately can spend the whole day just doing speech to text and literally not moving it, and I think that's really good for my arm at the moment. It's just to not move it at all. Again, I see these videos of physiotherapists saying what you should do is wrist exercises with a dumbbell, and it's crazy because I mean the best video I've seen so far was from a physiotherapist that I mentioned in the last live stream, actually, who said everybody's different. Somebody's tendon won't respond to using resistance training, it will make it worse, and that's exactly what happened to my arm. So yeah, I know that just resting it, not moving it, is having a massive effect on the recovery of it, rather than just exercising. Because I did some wrist exercises I think maybe a week ago, something like that, and that absolutely just ruined it. It was so sensitive in the middle of my arm for 2 days in this position, just not even moving. So yeah, I'm back to now this feeling normal, so I'm not going to move it. But thank you, Karen, as well, who has donated £3.66. The message is, "Hi Phil, congrats on reaching 240,000 subs. I'm not giving up my time by joining your live streams. I'm always having a great time. To quote Marilyn Manson, music is the strongest form of magic. Thanks for the magic and positivity you bring. Cheers, Karen." So thank you for that, Karen. And I believe later on in tonight's live stream, we're going to be taking a look at Karen's drawing of me as a wrestler. And I've already seen the picture, obviously, and I like the fact that, I mean, it is probably a very believable wrestling character name, and it does look a little bit like Ultimate Warrior, which was my favourite wrestler from the WWF, as it was called back in the day. But anyway, thank you for that, Karen. Lucy has donated £2.40. Thank you for that, Lucy. The message is, "Howdy Phil, fellow wingers and wingettes. Welcome new wingers to this fantastic stream. Spike the likes with a thumbs up, buy the cool merch, join the Wings of Pegasus Facebook page, and become a patron for more philabulous content. Congratulations on 240,000 and then rock horns, heart and peace." Thank you for that, Lucy. And that's the first time we've ever had wingers referred to as wingettes. But, I mean, everybody is the same here. It doesn't matter whether you're a guy or a gal. I mean, I call everybody guys anyway, even the gals. Everybody's the same to me. So, I mean, guys is just a collective term for everybody in the live chat room, whether you're male, female, whether you're something in between, whether you're from one country or another country. I've always said on the channel, it's all about music and it's all about humanity. Everyone's the same. We are humans, and this is the other thing that I see reported on. I don't understand why people don't just say, hang on, there's no such thing as a different race. I mean, this is, again, not to get political, but something that Russia's saying, that people in Ukraine are a different race and they're a weaker race, so therefore they need to be removed, or something stupid like that. we're the human race. When are people going to understand that we are the same thing? We're all humans, and the human race adapts. And this is something that I think about. I mean, first of all, the term racism doesn't even make sense because we're all the human race. But racism is, for me, just born out of ignorance. I mean, it's pure ignorance of human physiology, because I've known for quite a long time in my life that the reason your skin gets darker is all dependent on the sun and vitamin D absorption. And I think that people that don't realise that the darker you are, the less vitamin D you absorb because of how much sun your skin is exposed to in the country that you live in. I mean, that's as basic as it is. So yeah, to think that we're different people because of the amount of time we've spent in the sun is just ridiculous. And I always say that if there is somebody who is racist and then they go on holiday, when they come back from holiday and they're slightly darker, do they look in the mirror and now feel a little bit racist towards themselves? So yeah, it's just, yeah, so ridiculous, the whole situation in the world at the moment. But let's move on. But yeah, just Putin saying that it's a different race. Some people are a different race in Ukraine is just ridiculous. But then yeah, with the whole race, depending on the color of your skin, that determines what race you are. So yeah, we're all the human race, and hopefully at some point there'll be a line drawn where everyone accepts, oh hang on, yeah, that's why we're all the human race, let's move on, get on with it. But I've always said on this channel, it's all about the music, we're all the same, wingers, wingettes, everybody, it doesn't matter. But thank you, Lucy, for that got a little bit sidetracked with the whole wingettes thing. But that's the first time that a wingette has ever been referred to. But I'm just going to call you guys wingers. It's all the same to me. Thank you for that, Lucy. Deborah has donated £5 as well. So thank you for that, Deborah. That is a straight up donation. So thank you for that. And John has donated £50 as well. Thank you for that, John. A very kind donation. And the message is, thanks for doing what you do. So thank you for that, John. I will keep on doing what I do. As long as there are requests for the videos here on the channel, then I will always fulfill those requests. And that is something that sometimes people say in the comment section. They say, oh, why have you chosen this video? Or why are you featuring this person? Every single video is requested, as I say on these live streams all the time. It's how the channel works. The analysis videos are all somebody asking me something or asking me about a particular artist or performance, and then I analyse it to explain it. Anyway, thank you for that, John. And Joe has donated £7.32. Thank you for that, Joe. There's a message here. Phil, not that you're not busy enough, but are you currently working on new material for your next album? Cheers, Joe. So thank you for that, Joe. And not at the moment. I haven't had a chance really to work on any new material. I mean, it's just full on at the moment. As I've said in this live stream, we've now got up to 240,000 subscribers. And I mean, the collateral damage from having that many subscribers is, it's not really damage. I mean, I'm very lucky to be in this position to have so many emails, so many messages about sponsorships and all that kind of stuff, but I don't really do that on the channel. But also messages about, you know, potential things happening in the future on the channel. Yeah, I'm not really having time to sit down and just totally just put everything to the side with the messages, because I've really got to keep up with them on a day-to-day basis, hence my admin days on a Monday and a Thursday. But yeah, so I haven't had a chance to work on anything recently, but hopefully at some point in the future, maybe I can offload some of the things that I do. It's just very difficult at the moment because obviously a lot of the emails just are directly to me asking about either the sponsorships or interviews in the future, just building bridges with particular artists or representatives of artists, and then people asking me questions about videos or about guitar, about practice. And yeah, it's all very specific to, I guess, my knowledge base, everything that I do on the channel. So it's very difficult for me to offload that to somebody who might not know the answers to how chest voice goes into mixed voice, into head voice, whether a particular artist is using falsetto, what the tuning is on a particular artist's guitar, did they use open tuning when they were playing slide. There's so many different questions I get asked that somebody who takes over those would need that knowledge of production as well, with panning guitars left and right, EQ filters, all this kind of stuff. So yeah, it's all quite complicated. So at the moment it's just me that can answer it, but maybe in the future I can offload that to another expert who has knowledge in all of these fields. But thank you for that, Joe. Susan has donated £10. Thank you for that, Susan, in the house tonight. She says, best place on the internet with you and the wonderful wingers. Thank goodness for Patreon and catch-up crew. When works makes me miss you all. So thank you for that, Susan. And good to see Susan in the house as well. Yeah, I think Susan's work does clash ever so slightly with the live streams, but good to see you in the house tonight, Susan. Right, Carla has donated £5 and 36 pence. Thank you for that, Carla. And that is a straight up donation. And Sue has donated £15 as well. Thank you for that, Sue. And that is another straight up donation. So, right, let's jump into the cover video for tonight. And I know that there have been other donations in the super chat window, so thank you guys for those. We are going to be bringing the vote to a close. So let's click on end poll in the live chat room and we'll see who is going to be victorious in, or which song is going to be victorious in tonight's live stream. It looks like it was Miles Away by 2%. 52% of the vote, 291 votes tonight. Thank you guys for that. Oh, big shout out to give that thumbs up a click if you haven't done that already. We are at 352 likes. So thank you guys for getting us up to our likes goal, which was 320, which means we are going to be having a pick roulette next week, which you can enter later on in tonight's live stream, probably in about 20 minutes time, maybe a little bit earlier than that. But we are going to be now jumping into this cover. It's my version of Miles Away, and this is a song originally by Winger, and I introduce it just talking about Winger. So we'll jump into it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I'll see you guys in a second. Rock! Okay, so quick introduction to this next video. This is more of a tribute video to Kip Winger, as I've been to see Kip in London and with his band Winger numerous times, and once I even went to France just to watch Winger. So this is my tribute, and it's me playing and singing Miles Away, and I hope you like it. See you later. Rock!
So this is love, or so you tell me, as you're walking out the door. Months go by and I know for certain it's not the love I'm looking for. Sometimes, just for a moment, I reach out and hope you're still there. Miles away, no, you're never turning back. I just can't wait anymore. Miles away, nothing left but what we had, just when I needed you most.
And there we have it. That was my version of Miles Away by Winger. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. And thank you guys for requesting the covers tonight over on Patreon and letting me know what you want to see on the live streams. It really does help me out choosing videos, because yeah, if I was left to decide, I would never be able to decide. So thank you guys for that. And if you want to get involved in on Patreon, if you want to get involved in the videos to decide what we see in the live streams, then head over to wingsofpegasus.com. Well, no, patreon.com/wingsofpegasus. Let me just plug the website while I'm saying wingsofpegasus.com. That's the official website. You can go there. I say official, it's my website, so you can get my music there and download individual songs if you want to. And also Carla's merchandise is over there. We've got the Wings of Pegasus picks, we've got necklaces, earrings, all that kind of stuff over at wingsofpegasus.com. Anyway, we are approaching 1 a.m. Let's get you guys up on screen, or a few of you guys, with the pictures tonight, because let me get the background. First of all, I tell you what, let's have a look at Karen's picture that she has drawn with me as a wrestler, and it's a little bit small on my screen. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to read this. I can see it says Phil Henley in his second career of professional wrestler. I think that says at the top. So thank you for this, Karen. And I tell you what, I'm going to click on the screen. I'm going to drag the corner of it to see if I can make it bigger so that I can actually read what it says. Okay, currently in the ring from Maidenhead, England, the winged Pegasus, Phil Henley. So thank you for that, Karen. And yeah, I like the fact that it is a little bit Ultimate Warrior, and we've got the double rock horns going on as well. This could definitely work, I think, as a wrestler, but the condition would have to be they've got to grow their hair long and have it in this 70s/80s style. But I think the announcement, I should have said like the guy who does the boxing, when he says "Coley in the ring." I can't do American accents, so I'm going to stop there. But yeah, the guy who does all of the, and it's just the same guy who does the huge fights. And I am a bit of a boxing fan, so well, I generally just watch the big fights like Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua as well, who's another one of our heavyweight fighters. But yeah. I'm trying to think of Deontay Wilder. That's the other guy. I think that's his name. But that's who Tyson Fury fought. And then I think they had 2 fights. And the first one was a draw. And then, hang on. I think Tyson Fury won. Oh, hang on. I'm going to get into the pictures because I'm just thinking about Tyson Fury. And let's have a look at Diane's Tumblr. Thank you for uploading this, Diane. Tyson Fury drew with Deontay Wilder the first fight they had, and that was a bit of a controversy because everyone thought that Tyson Fury won that. But anyway, they then had another fight. Tyson Fury won, and then they had another rematch after that, and Tyson Fury won again. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to get that. For some reason, yeah, I didn't really appreciate how many times they'd fought each other, but I think it's 3. Anyway, thank you for this, Diane, for the Tumblr and the signed Wings of Pegasus album, which I think Diane has uploaded before, but not the Tumblr. So thank you for purchasing that. Again, guys, if you want to get your hands on a Tumblr, head to the tray underneath this video or the link in the description below. The Tumblr keeps your cold drinks cold and your hot drinks hot. And I used mine today, in fact, to keep my tea hot, because I was making a cup of tea and then I can't remember. Oh, I was just doing comments on YouTube. And when I get started on those, they can last about an hour, just reading through all of those. But then I get back to my tea and it's still boiling hot. So thank you, Diane, for uploading that. We have Bob with his Let's See How They Get On mug. So thank you for uploading this, Bob. And we've got Bob then with his signed Wings of Pegasus CD. So thank you, Bob, for uploading those pictures and for modelling the mug, but also that signed CD. If you guys want to get your hands on the signed CDs or just a physical CD, head over to wingsofpegasus.com/music if you want to get your hands on the album and if you want to go directly to the music page. But there you go, wingsofpegasus.com, and the /music you can add to that to go through to the music page. Right, let me get everything back to normal on the screen because we are going to be having our pick roulette for tonight. So we haven't picked a top tip for tonight, so we're going to be doing that live when we're looking at the wheel. So we'll see who's going to be the unlucky person to maintain my 0% streak of picking the winner, because I haven't done it yet in the pick roulette. Right, let me get everything organized and I'll see you guys in a second. Rock. So let's get the roulette wheel on screen. And if you haven't seen one of these pick roulettes before, then the t-shirts are going through here, and if we land on one of those, then we'll go through to the t-shirt roulette, and if it lands on a name, then you win the signed Wings of Pegasus pick. Right, let me pick somebody out at random. We are going to have Fred Hinckley is our top tip for tonight. So, sorry for that, Fred. I am making a note of your name as the top tip. Maybe Fred could be the first ever top tip to win. Hopefully, fingers crossed. It has never happened, but maybe tonight. Right, we're giving the spin. We're giving the wheel a spin, and we're going to see who's going to win. So good luck, everybody. We are slowing down already. Let's see if we can catch any of the names going through. Where's Fred's name? I can't see it anywhere. I think we are past Fred. Oh, is it going to be a... Oh, this might be a t-shirt. If it's not Constantia, I think it might be a t-shirt. Is it going to get as far as Mel? And it's a t-shirt roulette. So we are going to be having a t-shirt roulette. But of course, we've got to get a winner for the pick roulette first. So I'm not actually sure if I spin this again. Let me actually change it. Let me randomize it again so that we spin it. And again, I'm afraid Fred's going to be the top tip for 2 spins in a row. But we are going to be having a t-shirt roulette after this. So don't panic. We will be doing that. But this is for the signed Wings of Pegasus pick. And we are slowing down. See any names? Kathy going through there. Neil. Karen is just going through. This isn't going to be a t-shirt again. We are going to land on. It's either going to be Johan, maybe David C, actor, or Selena. It's into. Yeah, I think that's Selena, and it is. So congratulations, Selena. You have won tonight the signed Wings of Pegasus pick. So as I always say, you have to be in it to win it. So Selena, if you can let yourself be known in the live chat room to Carla, that would be fantastic. I'll just move that across so that everyone can see that Selena is the winner for tonight. Commiserations to everybody else, but as I always say, if you want to double your chances of winning, tune in on the Tuesday live streams and the Saturday live streams, because we always have a pick roulette then when we hit the likes goal for the previous week's pick roulette. Likes goal, obviously. Right, let me move this across to the side because we are now going to get up on screen the t-shirt roulette, and whoever wins this is going to have a signed custom-made Wings of Pegasus t-shirt. You can see it in the middle of the screen. That is the design on the t-shirt. So let's have a look. I'm going to pick another tip top. Actually, I'm not going to pick anybody. I'm not going to... maybe I should just pick one person, because picking one person is enough. Just giving my bad luck to one person rather than spreading it around to lots of people. Right. Here we go for a signed Wings of Pegasus t-shirt. We are slowing down, and Who have we got going through here? Oh, look, David C. Actor again, almost. But it looks like it's either going to be... Oh, this would be unbelievable if it's Fred. Or is it going to be Susan Dennis? That, well, I would have claimed that. But congratulations, Susan and Dennis. You have won yourself the custom-made Wings of Pegasus bleached signed t-shirt. So congratulations. Had that landed on Fred, I would have absolutely claimed that as the top tip winning for the first time ever. So unfortunately, we have been within one. So that is the closest ever. I know that I said I wouldn't pick anybody, but like I said, that was just so close. That's as close as I'm ever going to get, maybe. But fingers crossed it can happen in the future. But congratulations to Susan and Dennis. And this is what I say. Can Susan and Dennis please let yourself be known to Carla, the other moderator? So Susan and Dennis, as you can see, well, you might see them in the live chat room. They are moderating tonight. So, yeah, they are definitely in the live chat room. We all know that. So, commiserations to everybody else, but congratulations to you guys who have won tonight. And let me try and get everything off the screen. And we are back to normal. So, congratulations, everybody, the winners tonight. Right, we're going to be doing the same thing next week. So, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to head over to the message that Carla sent me about entering next week's Pick Roulette, because the entries are now open for next week's Pick Roulette, but also the book roulette. And also, yeah, the t-shirt roulette. So we've got 3 roulettes going on. So, in order to enter next week's pick roulette, then you can type I agree at Carla Murray. And I'm going to do an example of this. So, don't start typing yet, because you might want to wait until I've given you the example. I'm going to have to try and move my arm to do this. I agree at Carla. It's taken me an absolute age to type. So at Carla Murray, I agree, and then put book after it, and then I'm going to post that. So that is what you need to do. Look in the live chat room now, type at Carla Murray, I agree, book. Write that in your comment in order to get your name on the book roulette as well as the pick roulette for next week. So do that, and if you've already won 2 picks, then you can type I agree, tag Carla Murray's name, type I agree, t-shirt and book. So you can type that, but that's only if you've won 2 picks already on the pick roulette. So if you haven't won 2 picks, then you can type exactly how I did in that live chat room. So that's what Carla has instructed me to say in the live chat room tonight, so just make sure that you do that. Anyway, we are going to be moving on. As you can see, everybody's now doing that in the live chat room, so just copy what everybody's doing in there to get your name on the pick roulette. If you just want to enter the pick roulette and that's it next week, then just tag Carla Murray's name and type I agree. That's all you need to do. But if you want to get your name on the book, I can see a lot of people are typing I agree book. So that's what you need to do to get your name on both of those wheels. So just copy what everyone's doing if you want to get your name on the book wheel as well. Right, let me head over to Patreon while you guys are doing that to see what has been requested, so that we can maybe look at another video. And just having a scroll through. Oh, I can see Francis has requested a Phil tune. Teresa wants a Phil tune as well. Joe says Phil tunes are always a win. So we might be looking at a Phil tune. Right, let me try and find a Phil tune to have a look at. I don't know which one. Let's have a look at maybe the audition. So the audition for the bassist. We'll get that up on screen. We haven't seen that one in a while, but keep on typing to enter in next week, because we are going to be calling things to a close relatively soon in the live stream. Just before we jump into the Phil tune, let me just address some of the donations, because I can see that we've had a few more donations. So thank you guys for these. Right. Oh, I'm going to have to scroll up because we've had a few donations in here. Okay, Jackie 816 has donated $4.99. Thank you for that, Jackie. And the message is, to hang 10 is to walk to the front of the board, enabling a skilled surfer to hang all 10 toes over the side. I'm an LA girl. Take care, or take it from me. So thank you for that, Jackie. I have learned what that means now, so thank you for that. And it now makes sense. Thank you, Kate, as well, who has donated $10 and says the interview with Phil was outstanding, but his feet were on your carpet. Haha, just kidding. So thank you for that, Kate. And this would have been the dilemma. If it had been a wet day, then yeah, I probably would have asked Phil to take his shoes off. But luckily it had been dry. So it means that, the walk through to here isn't over grass or mud or anything. It's just over a path that is clean. So yeah, the carpet just remained as I like it, nice and clean. So yes, fortunate with the day. I did say, actually, I can't remember when I said it, maybe on a live stream, but the sun kept on coming out and then going away, so the lighting kept on changing, which was a bit of a nightmare to make it consistent. But I'd rather have the lighting being inconsistent but having a clean carpet. Anyway, thank you for that, Kate. And Orlando donated $2 and says, come on, spike the lights, with lots of thumbs up. Thank you for that, Orlando. If you're watching this on catch up, hello, and you can still hit that thumbs up. It really does help this channel to grow and for these live streams to get out there. Diane has donated $10 as well. Thank you for that, Diane. The message is, I am glad your arm is gradually getting better. Is the best way to suggest an analysis in a comment on one of the videos, or should a separate email or message on Patreon be best? So thank you for that, Diane. And the first port of call, the first thing that I check are the YouTube comments, because I always say in the videos, keep those requests coming in the comment section below, and I mean of the video that I'm making at that time. So that's the first port of call. The only problem is with emails, if you're addressing them to wingsofpegasus@hotmail.com, there is a percentage chance it might be put in a junk folder. I don't know why sometimes emails get put straight into the junk folder, and I don't have time to go through the whole junk folder as well as the folder that has all of the emails coming through. So there is a percentage chance for some reason it might get put in that folder and I won't see it at wingsofpegasus@hotmail.com. Through the website I will always see, because I have a separate folder for that in my inbox. So yeah, the first port of call is and the most consistent is going to be underneath the comments for the analysis videos. But anyway, thank you for that, Diane. And the ride has donated $19.99. Thank you for that, and that is a straight up donation. And Jennifer has donated $5 as well. Thank you for that, Jennifer. And the message is, belated happy birthday to Laurelie, and Corey is back too. So thank you for that, Jennifer, and a happy birthday to Laurelie and Corey. So the bottom of that message is just cut off a little bit. So, oh, there we go. Yes, I can see that's what it said. So, just to mention, very last chance to get your name on next week's wheel, the pick roulette wheel, the book wheel, and the t-shirt wheel. So make sure you do that now, because we've probably just got a few minutes. We'll have a little look at this Phil tune, and then we'll be wrapping things up after this. And I will address the other PayPal donations before we finish as well, so don't worry about that if you have donated. I'll see you guys after this. Rock!
Okay, well, thanks for coming down to the audition today. Do you mind if we slag you off behind your back while we discuss your audition?
That's okay, I'll randomly walk in this direction.
What the actual heck was that? Okay, let's start with the negative points.
Well, his image is laughable and totally unsuitable. He can't keep time. His bass looks like he found it in a skip. And he was late.
Unbelievably, even though he was absolute total guff. He is the best we've seen, and we've been auditioning for a year. So what the ruddy frig shall we do?
As much as it pains me to say it, I think we'll have to give him the gig, bite the bullet and get on with it.
This is total guffshine.
Hello again. Before you tell me your decision, I thought I would say, I want this more than anything in the world. I'll do whatever it takes.
Well, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you've got the gig. You are now our new bassist.
Holy heck guys, thanks a lot. This means the world to me. You will not regret it.
Well, straight to business. We have a rehearsal on Wednesday night 7 until 10 before the gig on Saturday.
Can't do Wednesday.
Why not?
Me and the missus usually go to the corner shop that evening.
Okay, no problem. We'll just move the rehearsal to Thursday.
Can't do Thursday.
Is there any day at any time before Saturday that you can do?
No.
Hang on, is the gig this Saturday?
Yes, it is this Saturday, as I have been telling you for the last 3 weeks.
I can't do it. I'm working this Saturday, and I definitely can't get out of it, for sure.
Are you actually having a joke with me? As you have just realized it is this Saturday, I know for a fact you have not called in to see if someone will cover your shift.
I didn't think of it like that, but now you say it, it makes sense.
Well, considering it is a great venue and fantastic opportunity for us as a band. Do you want to call your work just in case?
Well, I suppose I could actually thinking about it.
Well, ruddy guffing, do it then, you freaking bum guff.
Hello, it's me. I doubt anyone will, and don't worry if you can't. But will you or anyone else cover my shift on Saturday?
So, what did they say?
They said they didn't want to cover my shift. It sounded like they were slagging me off and laughing in the background. So it's a dead end.
Well, at least you got across the importance of getting Saturday night off.
Now the problem is, I can't fake illness because they know I want Saturday night off. Ruddy, hell.
I seriously cannot believe your incompetence. Okay, give me your phone. Hello, I'm calling on behalf of my guffing idiot of a friend. Yes, that's him. He has an important night on Saturday. Can he swap his shift? That's great, thanks for doing that. I'm actually amazed at how easy that was to organize. Many thanks. There you are. You now have Saturday off, so you can now do the gig. How you could not organize that is beyond me. Unbelievable.
Just thinking about it, actually, I can't do Saturday.
What? There. Actual. Frig. Please excuse me. I just have to go outside quickly and shout something.
And there we have it. There was one of my real life stories. And thank you for requesting one of those over on Patreon. We are going to be calling things to a close, but just quickly before we do, we're going to be jumping into that PayPal donations window because Lucy donated £2. Thank you for that, Lucy. The message is, sorry, y'all, about my previous comment and unintentionally open up another topic. I'm now banning myself from the rest of the stream /chat. Take care. So thank you for that, Lucy, and no need for that. I think this is just the world that we live in at the moment, where I'm pretty sure that back in the day there used to be actors, or maybe it's still used now, but like actors who are actors, but female actors being called actresses because they're female. But yeah, again, that's another thing that I think has changed, because yeah, an actor is an actor is an actor. It's just what you're doing. So I'm not sure why there's another word for it. And I don't know whether it's something that's still used or not. But anyway, thank you for that, Lucy. We won't get into it all again, and there's no need to ban yourself. It's absolutely fine. I mean, there's never kind of makes any difference, because we just have a very level view of everything. I think that's the great thing about the live streams and the channel as a whole. We've all just got a really level, even view, plus listening to other styles of music, other genres, and I think a lot of people are willing to just listen to anything and just judge it on its own merits and not think, oh, I'm not even going to listen to that because I don't like that kind of music or that genre. I think a lot of people do open their ears to everything, and then if you don't like it, it's absolutely fine, but some people just refuse to listen to stuff, whereas I think, listen to it, and if you don't like it, then don't listen to it. But if you do like it, then listen to it. Anyway, thank you for that. Suzanne has donated £14 and 63 pence. Thank you for that, Suzanne. And the message is, my daughter Christina is home from college. We're celebrating her upcoming birthday and watching Wings of Pegasus. So thank you for that, Suzanne, and happy birthday to Christina whenever that birthday is, but have a fantastic day. And I think there's just one more donation, and then we are calling it to a close. Orlando's donated £4. Thank you for that, Orlando. And it's a long one. Emilio Delgado, who played the character Louis on the long-running US children's TV show Sesame Street, recently succumbed to cancer 2 days ago. Senor Delgado played Louis with such endearing love and kindness which transcended race. He shared his Mexican-American heritage through music and comedy. He spread happiness among all, regardless of race or background. He welcomed everyone. He will be missed in the current political and world climate. We need that more than ever. May Senor Emilio Delgado rest in peace, with a heart. So thank you for that, Orlando. A very long message. Apologies for my reading of that not being very good. But yes, it's not... I didn't really watch Sesame Street as a kid, unbelievably. I know that it's something that a lot of people did watch, and it was an option for me to watch. I just didn't really get into it. So, yes, I don't have a lot of knowledge of Sesame Street myself. But thank you for that, Orlando, for mentioning, letting everybody know, but also for your sentiments during that message. So, thank you for all of the donations tonight. We are going to be calling it to a close now. So, I'm going to be here with another analysis video tomorrow night, so look out for that. Make sure you're subscribed, that you're hitting that notification bell so that you don't miss a video, just in case I'm doing your request, because that's how it works on the channel. We're going to be live streaming on Tuesday night. Again, as always, Tuesday night and Saturday night, 12 midnight Greenwich Mean Time. And I think Laura let me know that the clocks were changing at some point in the USA. So just make sure that you check the time and just type in time in London into Google, and that will show you what the time is. And I'm going to be going live at 12 midnight Greenwich Mean Time, which is the time in London. So just to make sure you don't miss it on Tuesday or next Saturday. Anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me, and stay as safe as possible in this crazy world, which is still a crazy world that we live in. But I hope that you have a great rest of the weekend, and I'll see you at tomorrow night's video. And if I don't see you then, I'll see you live again on Tuesday night. So have a fantastic rest of the weekend and start to next week, and I'll catch you guys at the next one. Rock!